Hi, Brittany here with day 14 of our 67 days towards our own at-home practice. We have a great day today. It's going to be a nice slow pace. It's all just restorative poses. So we're going to get a really calm and centered mind and keep it throughout our practice. Starting off, shoulders down and in our back, sitting up nice and tall. Deep breaths in. Complete breaths out. 2 more deep belly breaths in and out of the nose. Gently sliding the palms a little bit further up our thighs, hugging the shoulders together in the back. Ujjayi breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. Three more deep breaths, letting all the tension drift away from the shoulders as they go gently into your back. Bringing our hands to our heart, palms together, setting an intention for our practice. I offer you today's svadhyaya or self-study. And as we're going through these restorative poses, just noticing how our body feels in them, how each little minor adjustment makes a big difference in making us feel a little bit more comfortable. That's a nourishing intention, setting it at this time. Or setting any other intention that'll keep your mind on your mat. Grounding the palms, returning to the breath. Gently bringing the soles of our feet together, sitting up nice and tall. Pressing through the toes. Sitting up a little bit taller. We're going to slide the palms down to the inside of our hips, hugging our shoulders together in the back, eyes gently coming up and overhead. 9 deep breaths. Shoulders stay together in our back. Elbows gently pressing to one another. Chest nice and wide. Hips gently coming forward. If we need to surrender our arms for our comfort, we can. Really opening up the chest. Perhaps coming up on the fingers. It's making you feel a little bit lightheaded to be back. Finding your comfort. One more nice deep inhale. And then gently sliding the palms back up to the knees, down to the ankles, pressing through our ankles, bringing our chin into our chest, belly into our back, 9 deep breaths. Allowing the chin to gracefully come into the chest. Pressing through our fingertips to deepen our stretch. Noticing the sensations in the spine. And always coming back to the breath. Deep breaths in. Complete breaths out. And just one more. Coming back up to our knees, sitting nice and tall. Put both palms right by our hips. Chest nice and wide. Deep inhale, reaching our left arm up and overhead, bending into the right side. Closing our eyes. Focusing on our breath and our body. Maybe reaching a little bit more through that top hand. Nice straight spine. Deep inhales. Complete exhales. One more deep breath. Reaching a little bit further through that top arm. And coming back in, bring our palm back down to our side, bending that elbow and reaching through our other palm up and overhead. Deep breaths in, gently tucking our elbow into our side. Two more deep breaths. Inhale, reach just a little bit further, and exhale, coming back in. Bringing both arms up and overhead, eyes gazing towards the ceiling, shoulders drift into the back, sitting nice and tall, reaching up, coming down to our left side, up onto the fingertips. Bring our right hand to our knee, gently staring over our shoulder. Deep breaths in, complete breaths out. Feeling the body, feeling the gentle twist, noticing the spine, and coming back to the breath. Two more. Reaching both arms up, gazing overhead, and coming to our right side. Up on the fingertips behind our back, gently bent elbow, palm resting on our knee. Perhaps closing our eyes. Finding our inner calm, letting the body do its work. Two more deep breaths. Inhaling both arms up, bringing them down to your side. Feet forward, coming into our staff pose. Palms gently coming to the hips, pressing through the fingers, toes up towards the ceiling, sitting nice and tall, finding your center, finding your comfort. Deep breaths in, complete breaths out. If you're feeling uncomfortable at all here, perhaps walking the hands back just a little bit, maybe even turning them around, fingers away from the bottom, eyes up, chest wide. Wherever we feel our most comfort. And then walking our hands back either way. Chest nice and wide. Surrendering the neck, eyes up. Deep breaths in. Complete breaths out. Maybe walking the fingers a little bit closer towards one another. 2 more deep breaths. Pressing up on the fingers, gently tucking the neck in, walking the hands in, pressing through. 1 deep breath. We're going to bring the knees in, cross our feet like we're in our easy pose, palms in front of us. We're going to keep our knees together like so. Uncross our ankles, come into our child's pose. Arms forward, head down. Deep breaths in, complete breaths out. As we inhale, letting go of the abdomen. Now as we exhale, engaging the belly into the back, ever so gently. Gently reaching through those fingertips, lengthening the spine. 3 more deep breaths. Gently walking the hands over to the right side, grounding the forehead. Gently reaching through the fingertips, lengthening the body, lengthening the side, focusing on the breath. Two more deep breaths. Reach through those fingertips. 1 last breath. Coming over to the other side. Gently reaching through, settling the head down, focusing on the breath. Two more breaths, reach through the fingertips. And coming back to our center. We're going to take our left arm, put it underneath our right, ground the forehead, temple down, deep breath. Reach through that bottom hand a little further, really grounding that shoulder, returning to the breath. One more nice deep breath. Pressing through those top fingers, lifting up the head, switching shoulders, returning to the breath. Reaching a little bit further, really grounding that shoulder. Two more deep breaths. Gently pressing through that top hand, coming back out, grounding the forehead, reaching just a little bit further, noticing how much longer the body feels. One more deep breath. Gently walking up the hands, Coming back onto the butt. Feet back together in our bound angle. Sitting up nice and tall. Inhale, reaching the arms up and overhead. Exhale and fold forward, forearms to our shins, hands to our feet, head to our feet, focusing on the breath. Gently pressing through the toes into one another. Feeling it in our hips, our thighs, our shins. Two more deep breaths. Sinking a little bit further into the body and pressing through the ground. Coming up nice and tall. Hands behind us, opening the chest, eyes up. Reach both feet out in front of us. Hands to our knees, coming down onto our back. Palms to our hips, coming into a very gentle savasana. Our body should already be free of tension. So now we'll allow our breath to slowly come back to our everyday normal breathing. As we ease into our mat, letting go of any thoughts on our mind to just be. When we're ready, bringing attention back to the body, massaging the fingers and the toes amongst one another, gently sliding the soles of the feet up the mat, bringing our knees into our chest, rocking side to side, and on to our right side. Hand under our head, deep breaths in, complete breaths out. And pressing through the ground below us, coming back to our seat. Bring our hands to our heart. Remembering our intention and only moments in which we met our intention. And bowing one another to one another in our beautiful bodies, honoring the light within all of us, which is the same. Namaste. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed our restorative day. As you might notice, restorative yoga is a lot more about just being with our body, letting go of its tension. And you should feel a lot more renewed. You won't feel as energized because we're assisting our body in its healing, which is helping our adrenaline fade away so we don't do anything else crazy to ourselves. So sometimes that may make us feel a little bit fatigued. So if you're feeling a little tired, that's normal. Honor that And don't push yourself too far after this, unless you have to. But it's coming to on a Sunday, so hopefully not. Namaste.